Okay, we should be live.
Just posting about it now.
That's okay. I will too. Ahoy.
There we go. Live now. Beep beep. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Go live on YouTube. I don't see us live. Alright, see us. What about Twitch? I don't see us on Twitch though. Where's light?
Just gave us a bunch more volume because I noticed the stream was a bit quiet before because my I just hadn't turned everything up. So, because I usually mix pretty softly, so I just turned everything up by like 6 dB.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now, posting about the stream.
All right, I just did a quick share. I don't see us on Twitch, but I do see us on YouTube.
I'll try Twitch again. Start. Okay, no, we're on Twitch now.
Just did a quick share.
Okay.
I don't Twitch, but I do see it.
Oh, you're watching it on YouTube, are you?
Yeah, I pulled it up on my phone too.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. All good.
Sweet. Hello. No viewers. One viewer, me. On the other end.
Yeah, no sweat. I'll need to make a post about it now. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Just bring that down to my other screen. To anybody who's on, we're just going to have a quick listen to what we've done from last week. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you're listening to it yet, but that sounds pretty bloody awesome.
Yeah.
Have you been listening to it yet?
I've muted you in Discord so I can listen to the stream.
Okay, I sent you the Audio Movers link though, so you should have that.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, yeah. So you should be able to listen to that rather than listening to the stream. Yeah.
Tell the stream what we're listening to tonight.
So
We should tell stream what we're listening to tonight.
yeah. So tonight, or I should say today, for me over here in Australia, we are actually listening to and working on the track Trials, which is a track composed by Bradley, or as he is known around the neighborhood, Near Far, by his compositional name. And this originally started off as a mix that I was just going to do for Brad, but now it's become a bit of a collaboration because I've basically just changed his song a lot.
Too inspirational. Too inspirational. You know, you really. It happens. This how beautiful things are born.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, like
So
audio.
yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Small little plug there for our gaming production company that we'll be doing together, which is obviously going to be tons of fun. And this week's actually been really busy. Just quickly outside of what's going on here, this week's been really busy for me because I've actually spent the last 5 days applying for a grant so that I can actually focus full time on building the game that I'm building with my wife and a couple of my close friends as well, of which I'm also going to be building a massive integrated music system into that, which I know Bradley is going to be very, very excited to see and hopefully potentially be a part of as well, which will be really fun. We'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed, everybody. I know there's not many of you watching. It seems like we've got Nebby
For the
and
it's for the VOD. For the VODs, for everyone who's gonna watch this on YouTube later.
Exactly. Now, before we get stuck into this too much, what I am going to do is I'm going to get Bradley to help me guide him into where he's going to be able to do the stuff for stream chat. So what am I going to be doing there for you, Matt? What do I need to add for you?
You need to be able to add me as a moderator. That's what we want.
All right, school me on the ways how. I'm good at the mixing. I'm good at the production. I am good at the YouTubing, but I'm not good at the streaming.
See, but that's where you messed up. Is you thought I was good at streaming. Type basically go to chat and type /mod. And
/mod.
now that I'm
Yep.
yeah, and you should type my name that follows. And it should just so if you type /mod spacebar Near Far official, it should I believe give me mod
Do I
powers.
need to like capitalize the N?
I don't actually know. Try it. However it looks on in the chat, however it looks, I would so capitalize the
I
N.
just did that.
Oh yeah, you just did it. Yeah, you just did it. It worked. I got it.
Nice.
Done.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks thanks Nebby. I'm not particularly good at the streaming thing. Quite happy to be on camera, that's fine, but I'm used to just making YouTube videos all the time. So, yeah, so far I like what we've got going so far for the track, Bradley. I reckon my biggest concern that I had was the fact that I hadn't color coordinated it and everything wasn't the right color. But I fixed that now, so that's all good. So first off, I think the first half of the track is pretty good at the moment. I know I haven't really done much with the brass and the French sauce, um, but let's have a listen to what we've got and see if there's anything that pokes out to you before we sort of get moving on to the second half.
I just stopped.
Yeah, I have a yeah. I stopped it just there. Yeah, I have a few points. But let me know what you think first.
I got there's one or two transitions at the beginning that I think could be smoothed out a little bit. Um, I didn't quite grab the time signature. That I feel like could ironed out a little bit. The low end felt a bit phasey to me, like it was phasing a bit there through the other intro.
You're talking about this part here.
So I think the drop and also like the transitions to that part and out of that part. So you got the little gap. You can even see it in whatever layer that was right there. I think.
Right. The phasing stuff, because I'm streaming it to you at 192 kilobits. It's not
Might be
phasing.
a little.
It's not phasing here on this end.
Okay, got it. Copy that.
So I
Then we're
wouldn't.
good.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. So are you talking about the transition from here into this part here?
I think that can be smoothed out, but I'm talking about also a little further down the road. I think that just needs a little bit of automation tweaking, maybe. Um,
I mean, all that is that's that's transitioning from just this on its own into everything else that comes in. So really all you'd want me to have do is, do you want it to be, if you want it to be smoother, I'll just adjust the fade in.
I think it's just a fade in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fading could just be like slightly tapered. Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I think that'll work. Help it open up more. Yeah, I think
Cool.
that. Yeah, that's just a little bitty. Yeah, I didn't notice anything major, honestly. There was, I think, right around that bass section.
So here, afterwards.
The afterwards, yeah. Feels like a dropout. That's a little.
So do you want like a sample, like maybe like a high kind of sample, like a like psh, or something like that?
What do you hear there?
To be honest, I actually really like the drop. I really like the drop
Play it
in.
one more time. Play it
Yeah,
one
yeah,
more
yeah,
time
yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah. All
Yeah,
good.
just soak it in. Oh, okay, I like that drop.
What could do though is give you like, if I got maybe this. Yeah, I'll do this. Um, let's add a bit of a Valhalla trail in. So I'll just turn this on. And now what I'll do is I will go, hold on. So what I'm doing here, stream, is I'm just adding in a reverb send with an incredible reverb that Bradley knows all about, which is this beautiful one right here, Valhalla Shimmer. This is an incredible reverb. I'm going to put it on dark mode though, because bright mode's probably just like a little bit too much. And I'm filtering it afterwards just to dealing with some low and high end. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate that to come in and out. So what it's going to do is it's going to add this really big grandiose trail of reverb that comes afterwards and cascades and gives it the feeling of coming in and out and gives a bit more of a ethereal trail to the song, which is 100% the shtick that we like to do. So what I'm doing now is I'm just giving myself access to the automation that I want. And what's going to happen is we'll start here at nothing. We'll come in to 0 dB here, say it's 0 dB for a second, and then bring it back down again. It's going to be 0, and we'll see what this sounds like. And this might sound really over the top. Kind of sounds like it's coming in with like this like pad of big giant organs. Just so
Hear it with the drop.
yeah, for sure.
I like that. Let's see how that sounds. Might be a.
Really nice, but it's too loud. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and we're also going to duplicate it over to this channel here, Cellular, which is doing the same kind of vibe, but instead of using that Valhalla, I have a different Valhalla send here. That's right, everything goes to Valhalla. This one is a different one, different setting here, and for fun, I'm going to put it on a big reverse mode as well, which is kind of mad, to be honest with you. But I like a bit of madness. As they say, can I play with madness? Yes, I can, and I will. So that's a great example of too much. And
Yeah,
then you bring it back. But I figured
I'm a big
that's
fan of that method.
yeah. I figured you knew that I was gonna bring it back a bit, Brad.
Yeah,
Bring it back, sing it back, bring it back to me. Is that
that's my personal approach as well. I mean, I know some others might work on it differently, but I personally think it's easier to just kind of overdo it and take away than
yeah,
it is to sit there and be like, what does it need?
yeah, exactly. Ooh, I think I've just worked out a nice way to be able to do this nicely. I've just so this is a cool thing that I forgot that you can do in Cubase. So you take where it goes there, bring it to here, and then you actually bring this up, and it creates like a bendy kind of curve rather than just like a flat straight curve of this one here. There, so that's nice. Yeah, nice. And I'll do that one at -5 as well, and we'll have a listen to how that sounds. I reckon these sends might hear, both of them might be just a bit too loud. Hmm. Actually, I think they're pretty good. Maybe like a touch too loud. Maybe I'll bring them down like 2 dB. But I'm
Just
not
a
dis-
smidge.
I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed with that at all. Let's listen from the top.
No,
I'll
really
take a
happy with that decision.
yeah, man. So reverb is our friend. Reverb is
Yeah.
100% our friend.
Yeah.
I love it. So good. I just
Killer.
realized somebody asked a question on YouTube because they prefer to watch on Twitch. So I will respond to them. It's,
Yeah. Please do.
oh,
I just missed that. Sorry
yeah.
about that.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Welcome also on Twitch, whoever. Hi, how are we doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. We are just mixing and producing, co-producing and collaborating on an arrangement I wrote called Trials, and is an ethereal orchestral game soundtrack piece. Don't be shy. You can say hello.
Yeah. Please feel free to say hello. And if you have any things that you think that we should do wildly to this song, please feel free to say so. And Brad and I will give them a go if we can. So
Absolutely.
I'm really loving that transition that we've got right now. Just a quick recap: we took this transition we had here with these beautiful choirs here, which is running through Albion Solstice, which is incredible. And we added in a whole bunch of reverb for this nice transition. So now we get this big ethereal wash of reverb coming through as we're using 2 different instances here of Valhalla Reverb, Valhalla Shimmer. We've got them both running on dark mode here, and we're doing this one here in the dual reverse mode, and they're both being filtered using FabFilter Pro Q3, or FabFilter Pro Q2 actually, to filter it out just so that we don't have all of that like lost stuff going on with all of the reverb there. Let's have a listen. Yeah, really moody, which is exactly what we were after. All right. I kind of really love this section. I know that we have these three different vocal layers here coming in, and they're super soft, but I feel like that's just nice the way they are. I'm going to play them for you just one more time so you can remember what we've got here since last week, Brad. I know they're a bit soft, but I kind of like the vibe they're adding, because if we take them out,
Time with from the beginning from transition. Dance time. It might be dance time.
ooh, I think I just realized something, Brad. I think I changed my mind. I think I want these to come in like halfway through. Let's go from
I was just about to suggest the same thing. Yeah.
two minds
Maybe.
across the ocean. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna play it from halfway through the start part through to just before we get into these extra layers of vocals coming in, and we'll have a listen. That was
Yeah.
perfect. That was exactly what we needed. And you know how I could tell? Because I'm just sharing the stream on Instagram and listening to it like in the background. And when you do that, and that's actually a really good point for anyone who's watching, you should always, after you've worked on your productions or done your mixes or whatever, you should always find a time to listen to them when you are not focusing on it. You've just got it running and you're just listening to it, so that you can work out whether or not anything stands out. Because if it stands out, you'll be distracted from what you're doing and hear the thing that stands out, and that means that's something that you need to work on to rectify. I was just listening to that, and nothing stood out to me as a sore thumb, which meant that it's good. So that's a really interesting and useful technique that you can use on your productions and your mixes to be able to make sure that you're hearing things right rather than just focusing and hyper focusing on the same thing over and over again. And then you sort of go, well, I don't know why that sounds, whatever it does. And you can't work out where the part is that's wrong or needs adjustment. The part that needs adjustment is the part that you actually paid attention to. Yes, rambling with Zach. Awesome. Now, I'm kind of pretty happy with everything that goes along with the rest of this part here. And then I think we need to work on the brass and the strings a little bit when they come in this next part here. Because we've got all of this moodiness going on. And then it comes into the next section there and it kind of sounds a little bit just like hokey. Let's have a listen, Brad. All right. So the first thing that I notice is that these strings here, I think they need a little bit of EQ. Let's have a listen. We've also got them coming in on the last hit. Yeah, that's better. All right. Let's deal with some EQ on these strings.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I just like remix.
I know. I'm like,
I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who does that sometimes.
oh, it's just fun.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I do stupid shit like this. Like,
I hate that you just called that stupid because I just used an LFO controller to tremolo strings the other day. Even though I could have done it with actual tremolo strings, I was like, nah.
oh, I didn't say stupid was a bad thing.
Ooh, fair enough.
Yeah, stupid isn't a bad thing. And then, like, I feel like because this is coming in so intensely, I want to make it like a really completely different, unintentional, weird thing.
I did have that main string like accumulation that I had sent to you was originally chained and side chained with a subtle like LFO,
Mm,
so it would just curve up like you're kind of we're doing just there. Um, that way it kind of like did that breathing effect a little more.
yeah.
Slower. Try one half, 1 sec, 1 2.
A half, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, half, 1 2, 1/2, near far. Mm. It's away. Ooh.
All right. 1 sec. Just wanted to darken it a bit. It's just a bit bright.
Cool.
Cool. And then might darken it a bit more. I think it's a little bit, still a bit too bright. Yeah, nice. Give it a bit more delay. Filter out that delay a bit more. And then going to do something fun. Crystalline. Yeah. All right. What preset should we name? Which should we pick? Let's pick something with a stupid name. What do you think? What about Crystalline ARP? Or yeah?
Good choice. That's a very good choice, yeah. Or
All
that
right.
black hole.
Oh, I've already done enough black hole. We can't do black hole everywhere. Never sus.
Ooh. Here's an idea. Automating that wet and just starting dry and then getting wetter right before that last transition, similar to how we did the reverb.
Because I want to take it when it gets to this part here.
Reverse.
So you think we should go like something like this?
If you want to do that reversed and go from like super wet to dry.
No. I'm liking the idea. Go from there to dry to super wet. And then what we'll do is we'll get to. So we'll take it to like here, and we'll take it to like 80% wet or something like that. Like not 100%. Something like
create a little space for the other tracks to kind of pop up in the center there.
Yeah, and then what I'll do is we'll do something absurd, which is great. So we'll start off like this.
So absurd already.
Did you hear that? I'll show you what I did. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's better.
That's wet and weird. I like it.
Yeah, and then I need to bring the mix, like bring the freeze off, because that's actually you know when you freeze a reverb.
Yeah.
Like you know when you freeze a reverb. This man knows when you freeze a reverb. And then I'll turn the freeze off, and then I'll turn the mix like down, like quite a lot, to like like just bring it down. We'll have to work out the automation on it, but. that freeze is going to have to carry over a little bit. It's kind of hard to do this with automation. You're kind of better off doing it using a different track. But that's okay. I might just bring the like mix to completely nothing. I like there. So that way it goes like this. And that just needs to go a bit over here. And then wherever the freeze is. Oh, I got a bypass on the plugin. Yeah, that ain't useful at all. Let's get rid of that bypass. Like trying to work out why it's not working because I just cut the whole plugin off.
Yeah, that would definitely not work.
Oh, where'd the freeze go? Interesting.
It's nice. Taking that. Oh, hey, Extreme. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. Yo.
What up? Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. How's it going, man? How's your morning?
The freeze isn't doing the thing right now. Let's do that. See if this adjusts it. Doesn't seem to be doing it now. Ah, okay. There was some buggy thing going on with the plugin being on and off or something. Okay, cool. So now it should work a lot better and I can bring that mix down on the reverb.
What's cooking is that reverb. Extreme.
Yeah. That's right. What is going on here, mate? Play the game. Weird. It's a bit funky with how it likes to do things with this freeze.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just need to bounce that track and make it as a separate.
Mm.
Have one frozen version, one.
That's weird. I think I know the answer. I'm just going to have to bring the mix down. But I also have to turn the freeze off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
Ooh.
It was worth it because that's some shit right
Yeah.
there.
That hits now.
Yeah, nice. So we just did a whole bunch of weird whack stuff with crystalline, kickstart, and H delay to get this really cool transition going on here with these strings. So we'll play the strings as they come in, plus the I don't know, some of the choir stuff. So we got this. I like it. I like that we've also still got the delay on the strings with the kickstart, but it's so subtle. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then we have that tape stop. That's so good. Okay, I think I'm happy with how these full strings are going right now, Bradley. How are we feeling about this brass and these violins? I think the violins are pretty good. Let's have a listen again from over here and see how we're coming in. And yeah, so far I'm really loving this.
What's
Nice.
the stream? How we doing? Nice. I love the sound of that. Ooh.
Yeah.
I do think the brass could use a little EQ and
Agreed.
and
Agreed.
maybe a little automation there to help
Yeah,
bring
exactly.
them up.
And help everything come all the way to Mallet
Yeah,
Town.
exactly.
Mallet
Yeah.
Town.
That's Mallet Town.
Yeah, Mallet Town.
No worries. Have a great rest of your night, Extreme. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi.
Thanks a lot, Extreme. Yeah. Yeah, so this is Mallet Town. And we've got it going to so many different cool delays. Plus it's got this filter on it. Which is awesome. But yes, this brass, let's have a listen to the brass. So we've already got a bit of EQ on it. Do you think it's coming in a touch harsh? Is that what you're feeling?
I feel like there's too much mid presence,
Yeah.
and it's like fighting with the strings, and we're losing the
Mm.
impact. We're losing both the impact of like the bass section, and we're also missing a little bit of the like that bright and that sharp highs of the trumpet there. And
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
wondering if maybe even mid side EQing them or anything, or just trying to like
yeah.
see if we need to re-stereo image that.
Let me just have a listen to it. Just check out the French source as well. No, the French sauce is fine. Okay, cool. I did have French sauce actually on my Subway last night, so good time.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to everything. Comes in. So there's your frequency that's getting in the way.
Hey, welcome
Yeah.
back to sound.
Oh,
yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome into the stream, everyone. How are we doing tonight? We doing well?
Yeah. Having a good time doing some production and mixing of a orchestral gaming soundtrack. Worked on originally, started up by Near Far, which is Bradley, over in the States, and I'm over here in Melbourne, Australia, doing some additional production and mixing the track live. And we're just trying to work out what we don't like about this brass instrument. I reckon it's this EQ here. What I'm going to do is let's see how we go with pulling it out from the middle first. Stuck it down by about 3. That's fixing our low end, but what I might do is I'm going to take it down by 4 in the middle, and then I'm also going to take it down in the sides, but only by 2. So we're going to duck it down by 2 in the sides, and the reason I'm doing this is I want to give a little bit more space for the strings. Actually, you know what? We're only going to take it down by 1 in the sides, but we're going to do 1.5 dynamically. And what it is it's just going to give us a little bit more space for the strings, but the brass doesn't lose that much. And in the opposite side of things, I'm actually also going to give the brass a little bit of a high shelf as well on the sides. We're going to give it a 2 dB high shelf as well on the sides there, just from here. Actually make it 1.5. And that should make things sound a little bit nicer. Let's have a listen again. Just one on its own. So this is with all that stuff turned off. I reckon that boost
Yeah.
in the high end is only going to be 1 dB. Probably just a little
Yeah.
bit too much. And I'm actually just going to make it yeah, just on the sides. We don't want to boost the center. And I'm going to bring it down in the center a little bit more, and I'm going to bring that one there in the sides down a little bit more as well. All right, let's go again. That sits a lot nicer with me, but we're going to do one more thing. Just going to do a little bit of soothe on that brass.
Man, these headphones sound great, but they hurt my ears. Wow.
Much better. Awesome. All right, I'm just going to jump off stream for just a quick sec, Brad. I'm going to play this from the top for you, and hopefully by the time it's done, I'll be back.
If not, no. And there we have it. Let's listen, chat. Hey, Bacon Fire, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Welcome. Thank you so much. We're taking another listen through real quick, all the way from the top while Zach is gone. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna rise. Ooh. What brings you into the stream, Bacon Fire? Ooh. Yes. One. Yes. I think that sounds pretty good so far. What do you guys think, chat?
Oh, and I'm back, and that is sounding good. Oh, we've got Bacon Fire in here. How you doing? That's my friend Simon. He's
Alright, how we doing? Ah.
yeah, decided to join us here on the stream, seeing how
you
we're
just got
going.
doxxed. Don't let him do that to you. Gonna get you back for that one.
Simon,
You outed his cover. Bacon Fire.
Haven't. I'm not gonna call you out. Nah, Simon is Bacon Fire is very good at this kind of stuff. He puts me to shame, especially when it comes to brass stuff. Very good at that stuff. He's the Scar Lord. He's 100% the Scar Lord. In fact, you should rename yourself Scar Lord instead of Bacon Fire, in my opinion, personally. But that's just me. But yeah, so I think that brass is pretty good now. What are you feeling, Bradley? You happy with that?
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Nice. Do you feel like you want me to adjust any of the fade-ins on it? I'll play it again.
feel.
I actually think there's nothing wrong with the brass at all. I just think that this horn and that cymbal are just like way too much. Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks by the way, Baker Fire. I
Appreciate
always I always like internally judge how good my brass stuff sounds versus what you've shown me that you've done. But yeah, this is I definitely like how soft this is. Bradley originally was the one who composed this, and I'm just making adjustments as I do the mix as well.
Or co-production.
Mm. Mm. This is
Probably there.
this is something that I think we can work on. But how are you feeling about the brass now? Feeling good about that?
But yeah, I really like those changes.
Yeah. All right. Let's listen to this horn thing that we've got coming in here. It's pretty cool. I think it's just a bit loud.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's just check that
Didn't
out.
change much about it.
I'm happy with the violins, and to be honest, the staccato strings sound pretty good to me as well. I don't really have an issue with them. Maybe we'll look at some adjustment on the EQ for the tremolo strings, but I think otherwise it's pretty good.
Maybe a little mids out. Oh, yeah.
Couple things I'm noticing. So this riser finishes a touch too early.
Probably.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see how we can go. It looks like it's like 3/16 too early. So I'm just going to see if that fixes the problem. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 2. Maybe it's a 32nd. See if that fixes the problem.
A little more.
That's better. Also, I love that I've called it the stretchy riser instead of the scratchy.
I think that might have been me who named that one.
Yes, no, it was.
The sriracha. Mm,
Is it like subtly just like a sriracha riser instead? Is that what you've called it? The sriracha riser?
it's pretty spicy. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Awesome. Okay, cool. So that's better. You said you wanted me to deal with some mids in the tremolo strings potentially. Let's have a listen.
Yeah, maybe like on the low mid side, because I recall correctly, they're mostly like it's a little felt a little muddy.
Let's do this. Let's boost them on the side by like 3.5 dB. Just give them a little bit more brightness there. Nice. Rather than adding more phase adjustment and fix any issues with it, just give it like a bit more of a tilt.
Yeah.
Let's have a listen. I think we're ready to move on to the next section, to be honest with you, man.
One tiny thing I think you could drop just for that section. I think you could lower and the automation on the bass volume and just bring it down like a dB or so just for that section, or maybe a dB or two. Two might be too much. I don't know.
Just the main bass.
Yeah, just for that section. So that way, when we get that huge impact, it comes and that string stop,
Yeah.
it really hits.
It really hits. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Cool. Sounds good to me. I'm going to actually do this down to the sample.
Yeah.
So we'll go -8. Bring it down a dB. Might even bring it down like 1.5 dB.
Yeah.
But only the bass. I'm not going to adjust the ash light layer.
Okay. I think that's a good call.
Nice. All right. So now,
Let that tension drop. Oh, you think you could push it a little more down, like a 2 dB all the way? Let's
yeah.
send it 2 dB.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
definitely do that.
think
I
we'll
reckon
call that done.
I'm actually gonna do it in 2.5 dB. Ooh.
Yeah, and I think yeah. I felt like I thought 2 would be too much, but yeah,
Brings it to Mallet Town.
yeah. some of the tension goes away for a second, right? And oh yeah, that sits a lot better. Yep.
Now, believe it or not, I actually don't think that there's going to be that much more to do to this song. We're going to add a few more of the choir layers, but I think most of it's going to be pretty good from here.
Yep.
What I am going to do though is I'm going to take all of these orchestral hits that we've got, and I'm going to bring them down in volume because I think that they are a little overpowering.
I'd agree.
Not that much. And now that I've done that, I actually feel like I kind of want to just get rid of those ones altogether. Just have the first one.
Yeah. Unless we're gonna add more, I think we should just get rid of them.
And what we're also going to do is we're going to send this one. This one goes to the black hole. Kind of want to send this one to crystalline. Do we have crystalline? No, we don't. All right. Let's
try it. Why not?
Yeah.
Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna step away for just 1 second while you try that.
That's okay. I'm going to make a send for crystalline. Crystalline is a incredible reverb that I've been playing around with recently. I love it. And if you can get your hands on it, I would, from Baby Audio. Super good. If you're still there, Bacon Fire, I suspect this is definitely the kind of thing you would enjoy. Let's use a preset that I haven't used yet. Let's go with... Let's go with Hall Freeze Me. Just for fun. And we'll put that on freeze automatically, and we'll put it at 100% wet. And then what I'm going to do is, this is a permanently frozen wet reverb send, which is going to sound nuts when you send to it. So I'm going to send this one to crystalline. And then what I'll do is I'll start with that at -10, put that on, and we'll automate it up. We'll see. This is going to sound crazy when it comes in, I suspect. Or just not sound crazy at all. There's crystalline. Okay, so that's not nearly as wild as I thought it was. Let's do this. Oh, just deleted some stuff. Didn't mean to do that. Take this over here. Less interesting. Doesn't appear to be sending anything to it. Okay, let's try that again. But I'll do this. That's doing stuff. That's going there. Crystalline doesn't seem to be doing anything, though. Let's make a new version of it. And then we'll just send this one to Crystalline at max. Let's make a different preset. That one as much. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. So you got to put it. You got to click it on whilst it's actually happening. Let's try this one. Hold freeze me. Okay, I see. Interesting. So you have to turn it on as it's actually happening. Just going to mute that for the moment because it's just going to go forever. Cool. And that's where the freeze comes on. And it's not doing it again. That's really strange. I don't know. All right, fine. I'll just get that camera sorted.
Hey, I'm back, dude. Oh, you still there? Hello, stream. How's it going?
Are you there, Brad?
Yes, sir, I am.
You just
back. I just got back.
turn your camera back on.
Well, let me do that now. Yeah. Sorry, I just got back.
That's okay.
And you were nowhere to be found.
My battery exhausted, and I was playing around trying to get Crystalline to work.
No worries.
Nice. I think I worked out how to use how to use the freeze function properly, which is great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it down by like, I don't know, 10 maybe, something like that, and we'll have a listen. Now I'll turn it all the way back up to like 5. Let me show you what it sounds like with just the samples.
With and without.
Yeah. So this is with.
You have crystalline on everything there, or what?
No, it's just this orchestral drop here. Just the one orchestral drop, yeah. And I've automated the freeze to come on and off on this track called Freeze Me. So I am freezing it because it said to freeze it. But let's make it full width. Nice. I'm actually just going to leave it as is. All right, let's have a play.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice. Just going to turn it down like just a tiny bit. Just otherwise it's making it a bit muffly. But yeah, now it's coming in nice and grandiose, and that big orchestral hit has got like that nice big fullness to it rather than being like too punchy, so to speak. Washes out a little bit. Brass EQ continues on nicely. The tremolo strings I think sound good now. Probably a little bit of harshness I want to deal with there now coming in.
Oh yeah. Sometimes get a little it gets brittle in that area, really bad.
Yeah, I'm only going to put it on the sides. And it's only going to come in for this part where the strings get stronger.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. The violins are doing this. Nice. And then we've got the brass. So in my mind, we've got the tremolo strings are sitting about a little bit lower down. Then the violins are sitting here, and then the brass are sitting here. So they're sort of sitting in their own little spot. But what we are also going to do as well is I'm going to go through here, and I'm just going to do it straight on the audio waveform because it's the easy way to do it. Is I am just going to reduce this whole section by 2 dB. It's just a bit loud. Let's have a listen to these staccato strings now. so for this section here, they need more attack. So we'll just have that turn off and come back in again. Nice. They just needed a little bit more attack coming in there. What's this transform synth? Let's have a sus. He had that muted, so for that hasn't been playing yet. I don't know if we need to.
You're gonna want that one. You're gonna want that one there.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be softer.
Yeah.
All right, I know what to do with this guy.
You can probably just straight gain it and throw it in some reverb.
Or delay.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just bring it down. Pretty sure that had delay on it originally.
Yeah, I'm just giving it a little bit more.
Yeah, it needs that.
Nice. So now we've got this. One second. Mm. Mm.
I think there's a pad missing.
There is, yeah. There's a granular vox pad that's meant to come in a little bit. That's what's missing. It's here. There's this pad here as well, but it's just not very loud. That's all.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
That could be louder in that transition phrase.
This phrase.
It will soften the next synth that comes into it. Is the idea, I think, there.
All right, I upped it by 2 dB.
That pad's too low.
Sorry?
I feel like it's a little muddy there. That's all. No, it's just.
As in the mix or just the pad? Sorry.
Just in that ball, like I feel like with all the swelling of everything, all the instruments, I feel like it's just a little. I don't know if maybe it's just on my end. I feel like I'm hearing a little like that low end getting just really
over the top.
Yeah.
So what I need to do here is we need to go to this.
Make it nice. Oh, you know, man, look cheap. Soothe too. That's what it does.
I need to use this one. Is it this one? No, it's this one. This one here. Yeah, that's better. We'll turn sidechain on, make it a sidechain. We're going to go all the way over to here, and we're really going to focus on this area here to deal with the muddiness going on. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the synths and guitars, and we're going to send the synths through to the drums and bass, soothe, do this. And then what's going to happen is as the synths hit, they're going to duck down the bass. I think something's happened there, though. Ah, okay, cool. I need to activate the sidechain cue. There we go. Nice, that's much better. So that's cleaning up that low end way more now. I'm actually going to do it before the saturation. Oh. That's much better. So what's happening now is when the synths are touching the lower register in the everywhere from 132, focusing between 132 to around about, really we're going to mostly just deal with it around this area here. When the synths are touching this area, they're actually ducking out the bass. So the bass is actually getting reduced and the synths are taking precedence over the top, which is really cool. And that's happening in real time. So that's going to look like this.
That's helping a lot.
It does an extreme amount.
Wow.
It's really powerful. This is like low end tightening, cheating. Like,
especially with that phasing, all that phasing low end, that works so well. Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. One other thing that we need to do as well, which, and this is a test. I'm going to see if this works. This might not work, but we're going to do this. I'm going to see if we can use auto align to line up the yeah, we'll do it from this one here. We're going to see if we can use auto align to line up the ashlight layers with the bass. So we're going to go like this and receive here. So what's happening is the bass is being sent to ashlight, and we're going to use auto align to try and see if there's a phase adjustment that needs to happen between them. It didn't quite pull it off within the way that I'd like to. We're going to try it from over here instead. It's best if it pulls it off and works it out as it's going. So we'll try this one here. I love that. It's usually used to deal with a lot more transient information. Obviously, this doesn't have a lot of transient information running through, so it's hard to tell. Okay, we'll take it from the top. Nah, that's not right. Ooh, that sounds fatter. Okay, let's turn off this and turn it back on again.
That's awesome. I love how that just corrects like that phase in stereo imaging.
Yeah, man. Auto align is insane. So it's saying that the ash light. So the way I would do this if I didn't want to use this is I would go through here and I would adjust this track delay minus 276 milliseconds. So if I did this minus 276 milliseconds and turn this off, technically it should sound the same. But it might not.
Pretty close to the same thing, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually what it's doing. It's taking ash light and taking it 276 milliseconds back from when the sample thing is kicking in. Of course, the other way to do it is to print ash light as an actual audio thing and then to line it up manually. But that's why do that when you can do that with the plugin. So now when this kicks in, it should sound much more in phase as well as cleaned up in the low end.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Now I think we have to look at what's going on here towards this end part, because I feel like it comes to this big grandiose part here, and then sort of I'm not really sure what this section is trying to achieve here. It feels like the song gets to here and it's kind of like good, and then from here on, I'm not really sure what this part is kind of achieving. So let's have a listen.
Yeah.
As we have, this is what's going on with these sections here.
Yeah, I think that might have been a print error or something, because it was supposed to just like go about then another 8 bars and then like
Be done.
crescendo into a sting and ending kind of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like end. Unless we wanted to do something else with that, which is
I
entirely
reckon
possible.
what we should do is we should do this. I'm a big fan of how this sounds, the way that it is right now. So I definitely think doing this is a good idea. Leaving this like it is, and we'll have that.
Yeah. I think the end was the difference there. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing going on down here crazy. That's fine. And then we can add in. We'll take off that.
I think there was a synth, and the flutes were supposed to stand out of the end a bit too.
Yeah, well, I've kind of just, instead of that, I've kind of just duplicated all of this, and then we can just do some additional stuff with other things, I reckon, instead.
Yeah.
What do we got over here? That's a bit soft. So that's... And then maybe what we'll do is we'll take that. We'll put that over here as well. Add in an extra layer of that there. Just make it quiet, not too much. So you get this. Just these two. But instead, we'll do... What's going on here? Yeah, cool. All right, we'll get rid of that filter. That doesn't need to be over that section. Yep, and then we'll do the same over here. Here, and then here we've got the filter. Over here we don't. I think the arc wire is going to need that same EQ. Nice. That's going to be a little bit better. And just because we can, we're going to bring Mallet Town back over here for the end.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Actually, no.
Oh, yeah.
Mallet Town's going to fade out the song.
Out the fade out. Yeah.
Mallet Town's going to fade out the song. So we're just going to bring that here. And we're going to do a fade out to nothing here. Like so. And let's... I love like adding things without hearing anything whatsoever and then just being like, that's probably going to work. Like, I haven't heard any of this, but I kind of already know that I think it's going to work.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I did have honestly, with all those, it was just everything going on. There was a bunch of filter play on my end of my project.
Oh, that's fine.
So that's perfect that you did that.
Yeah. All good, man. All good. I might actually just put in my favorite filter thing, which is a channel strip filter, the SSL channel strip using the CLA filter Vox, which is actually a vocal filter. And I'm just going to turn that off, and then we'll play and turn it back on again. It makes a clicking sound when you turn it on, which is why you should turn it on when other stuff is happening, which masks the clicking sound. Interesting thing to know.
If you're not toggling your filters, what are you doing?
Correct, exactly. Let me just adjust the reverb trail thing. I want the reverb trail to come in for like the second half, and I'd like it to like disappear into nothing by the second half. So this is going to be gone like this. And we're going to bring this over like here. Yeah. So then you've got... All right, let's see if this experiment worked. Oh, and also the bass needs to be finished there, 100%. And Ashlight, we're actually going to leave Ashlight running, but we're going to fade it completely to nothing. It's very close. God
Very
damn.
close.
Yeah.
And now it's need to have a little adjusting at that in part. A little too loud initially, but they're
Yeah.
good. Oh, that is good. I actually love how it drops out a little early there.
Yeah.
That bar early.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna bring that reverb send over like there level. Yeah. I just did some adjustment as well. I turned everything down here so that when it comes around the second time round, it's all like a little bit louder, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So just going to bring everything down a touch. Yeah. There's just something there that I need to fix. A few things I need to fix.
Oh, no worries. I feel like we could maybe bring down the ashlight or layer down a little bit as well, like that, like, and even that pad in that section, just even a few little bit, like, 2 dB or so each
What, across the whole section or?
across that whole section, or not, or maybe rather automate it where it goes down. And that it's gonna make the ending feel a little brighter, I think, and
Yeah.
match with the mallets.
Yeah, I guess. I agree. Are you thinking about the very ending? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like just straight. Yeah, those last, what is it, like 8 or 16 bars?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
take it from where it's at, and then what, negative, drop it like 4 dB or something. I don't know.
I
I
just
don't know.
dropped it by 2.
Two. Let's see
Maybe.
where that's at.
Yeah. I think there's a strange
Let's see.
thing happening when it comes in here, though. Let me listen. If I get rid of that one, is that? Yeah. I
Could
reckon
probably
what
get
I'll
rid of
do
it.
now is for it. There. That part there. That's the impact part of it. What I'm going to do is just for that very last section there, I'm going to add an extra EQ in. And the EQ is just going to really just deal with that transient.
Ooh.
I mean, it sounds cool like that already on its own, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
You're doing what I think you're doing.
I think I'm actually going to do that.
Yeah. uh,
Yeah.
Rumble it out. All you have is that and bells at the very end.
I might not even do the 12 dB like at 18 hertz. I don't think it needs that, but it does need that though. Just like bang, just like
Well,
squish it,
that helps.
just squish it. Yeah, and I'll also
Yeah.
just do this automatically. Just turn the output level down by like 2 dB, so that'll just do that. And then when it comes in, it'll be like this. Here we go. The timing right. Let's see how I go. Probably doesn't need 36 dB an octave. 18 dB an octave is probably enough. But yeah, it just changes it completely, doesn't it? Just makes it
Yeah.
all just like,
Let's hear it all together now.
yeah, all together now. I'm going to just check to make sure I got the timing right.
And I get you.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah. And what are we doing?
Oh my god, it's so moody. I'm about to cry. Let me just make a small adjustment there. I'm going to turn that reverb thing down a little bit, but oh, it's so moody.
Like that. Yeah. Ooh.
A moment. just
Moment.
just a moment. All right. I think we're going to listen to it from the top, and then I think we're just going to wash our hands of it and let it go off into the ether.
Yeah.
Because any more tweaks I think we're going to make are going to be without the right emotional attachment. This,
I think so.
yeah. And then,
Yeah, we're gonna start over tweaking those.
yeah, exactly.
You don't want to just start
Doing
changing
that.
things. Oh yeah,
No way. No way. All right. I'll see if it's hitting the bus properly, the bus compressor properly as well, just because,
Oh, we're
it's
about to
kind of
be.
important.
Yeah, oh very. We're about to hit 2 hours on the stream, right? We can
Yeah.
keep going. Do sure we can change something.
Yeah. Probably not. Bus compressor is working nicely.
Greg Wells.
Not even hitting this compressor, so let me fix that. Nice. It's just adding so much beautiful excitement. Smooth on the whole mix. And now we're going to start adding the big boy stuff. Go Foss. Bring it down to like a little bit. And this is going to bring stuff happening in a good way. Should do.
Make your way in there. Nice.
Actually, hold on.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I have a new Golfos. Look at this one.
Wait, what? Wait, what's the difference?
Golfos Master. This is the mastering
Yeah.
one.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll put it at like 10 and 10.
Didn't realize there were two Golfoses.
There's a new one.
Golf-Fi.
And as you can see, it's really good. But hot damn, it uses a lot of CPU. Look at it. Let me turn it off. Check out my CPU. Put it back on.
Damn.
Oof.
Ooh.
It's huge, right?
Yeah.
But is it good?
Worth it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You
It's
bet.
really good. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to freeze some tracks. Let's freeze Ashlight. But yeah, we're going to be close to getting ready to bounce this now.
Yeah. The moment has come.
Yeah, which will be good. And then once I'm done, I'll be mixing something else after we finish this stream.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How
and
many
then
mixes today? 5?
No, just these two. But I've also got to
Alright.
do. I've
You
got to
machine.
film a bunch more videos for one of my mentoring students, and I also need to do a bunch of mastering as well. And I have
Animal.
5 more hours left in the working day, and I also need to have some lunch because it is 1 p.m. It must be pretty late over there for you.
It is now 9 p.m. here. So
Nice.
about that time to start winding down for bed. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Okay. Let's freeze some of these instruments. I reckon this will help. Yeah.
You blind bounce it. You like, it's got Golfos Master. We're good. Bounce it out now. Call it a day.
Look, it's really really good. But I will say this: I'm not blind doing this. I'm doing this based on a lot of experience. But I am freezing. I'm freezing these tracks just because otherwise I'm going to take so much CPU, especially the Solstice ones. Notice that when I go to freeze it, Golfos is initiating because it's actually freezing it with the channel at the same time. So Golfos is recognizing what's going on.
Beautiful. I love that.
I reckon the Solstice things will definitely, them going away is going to save a lot of CPU.
Be a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a couple instances of those. So.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, my interface is 23 years old, so you'd hope that you think a new interface in the future will help me out. But this one's obviously really good. This that doesn't need to run. That doesn't need to run either.
More than capable.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's turn Golfos on now and play. nice. It's very, very subtle,
Oh yeah.
but it's meant to be. And then a bit of virtual tape.
Want the end there? No.
Yeah. And then we'll look at the final EQ curve. Normally I'll add magneto in, but I don't think we need to.
No, we don't need one. Yeah. It's pretty saturated already.
It's more about adding in the mids that you remove.
Okay.
Have a look at so that's Greg Will's mix centric. Turn it off.
Is that a Greg Duvall's as well?
Yeah, no. As in, like this is the noise floor, right? Now it's pretty soft, right? But Greg Wells and Virtual Bus Rack.
Oh, blows it up, yeah.
Yeah, but
it's talking about Magneto. Is that something you usually put at the end?
Sometimes, to be honest, I usually run. I shouldn't be running it here in the chain. I should be running Goldfoss, I think, after it or whatever. But I sometimes like to do. I call it the in the club mix, or of it, where I just solo Magneto and play Magneto the whole way through.
Yes. Just let that ride. It's a good version. That's a good alternate version right there.
Yeah, exactly. The in the club mix. But there must be something going on. It's because I think. Yeah, it's because everything's.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. How we doing tonight?
Yeah.
We doing well. Hello, hello.
Indeed.
We are just finishing up what seems to be quite the song.
Indeed. What I'm going to do is, I think. Also, let's check out C4. C4's doing good. All right. So that's all good. What I am noticing though is that's going to the 2 bus. These are all a bit quiet. And so what's happening is we're raising the noise floor of Virtual Bus Rack, which I don't like. So what I need to do is we need to go through, we need to turn down the master fader. We'll turn this down by 5 dB, turn it down to, actually, let's turn it down to like here. Everything is going to get quiet on stream and then we'll fix it up because we only really want to be boosting it by like 5. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to boost the volume of everything by 6 dB from here. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to go one step further. We are going to just turn up everything again by another 4 dB. It's too loud. I'm over here. Just playing around with the gain structure to get it right. Because what I want to be doing is reducing the noise floor. Notice how the noise floor is much lower now than it was before? Yeah. So what's happened is because I was pushing the volume after the compressor way louder, which I don't want to be doing.
Take it down. Yep.
So let's make it so that I'm only boosting the maximum volume by like 4 dB. And then I'm doing this.
Is that a compressor you're just boosting it with, right?
No, this is a limiter. Oh,
Limiter, yeah.
that's my master limiter. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
This is just on the bus, so I've turned everything up by
Copy that.
probably too much actually. 10 dB. Just making sure it's hitting bus compressor properly. See, that just got lost because it hit the compressor too hard. Yeah, that got lost because it hit the compressor too hard. So notice how these compressors are going like all over the place now because they're way too, everything's like hitting them too hard.
Yeah.
I'll just turn that off for a sec. So you got to be careful with bus compressors. Very careful with them. So we're going to see here that after the bus compressor, what's happening is that the multi-band EQ is stuffing up what's going on with that hit. That's better. Now it's more realistic. Now we'll turn this back on. We only want this one, and this one to be hitting at about 1 dB. So we're going to bring this threshold down. That should be good. And then this one, the threshold's going to come down a lot. Nice. Okay, that should be working better. Let's check out Soothe. Look at that difference in volume.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, you want things to be not like changing massively with stuff. What this has told me though is that this impact, and this impact here need to turn up 1 dB. Maybe not.
Raise one of them 1 dB.
I just did.
I thought you. Okay.
Yeah.
They said maybe not. My bad. I thought you changed it back.
Yeah. No, I turned this one extra, one up 1 dB higher, and I realized that it sort of lost that wash that it's got on it,
Yeah.
which I'll turn back up. track itself is probably still a touch quiet, but that's what happens when your gain staging's all over the place. Nice. All right, what I'll do then is I'll go over here. I'll turn that down there to make that louder, and then I can adjust that down. And then I'll need to go back over here and adjust the compressor again. And this. Nice. And look, our noise floor is now down 10 dB.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's how you resolve noise floor issues with your mix. Fix your gain staging, people. It's really important. All right, we're going to listen to it from the very top, and then we're going to sign off from the stream because I think this has been really productive. And sounds to me like we've made something really super awesome. We'll be doing this again next week. I think next week I might do a production breakdown just for something totally different. And then maybe the week after that, Brad might do some sound design. So we will we'll see how it goes. Unless Brad wants to do some sound design next week and I can do the production breakdown the week after. We'll discuss. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll determine that. But yeah, for now, we're going to listen to it from the start to finish. And I don't know, I might find some pretty plugins to put on screen for you in the meantime. So let's have a listen and enjoy.
Thank you.
Nice.
Nice. Ooh. I yeah. I'd say that's done. Don't touch it.
Well, I'll bounce it, but yeah.
No, no touching.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. All right.
Love it.
Well,
Wow.
that's it for the second stream
All
for
right.
us, and we're signing off on this track.
Yeah.
Now, all I'm going to do is bounce that mix and run it through my mastering chain, and then I'm sure we'll be putting it out sometime, or it might even make its way onto a game. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But most
Thank you.
importantly, thank you so much for staying in on the stream. And to anyone else who watches this when it comes out on YouTube, sorry that it's been such a long time, but mixing takes a long time.
Thank you for hanging out and watching. Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank
Awesome.
you.
All right.
One
I'm
thing,
gonna,
let's
yeah.
raid. I'm gonna do it. Let's do a Twitch raid.
Yeah.
We're gonna send everyone here, and we're all gonna jump into someone else's channel and just then have a good night, guys. That's what we'll call it out. So
All right.
that's
Are
it.
you,
Signing out.
all right. Are you going to do that? I don't know how to
Yeah,
do that.
should let me do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Should be /raid. Let's see if that did it. There should be a button that says raid now. If not, you type /raid and then a
Yeah.
username. Type
What
in
you,
this name. It may not let me as a mod. I think you might need to do it on your end.
okay, cool. They don't allow me to raid.
Oh no, we don't have enough followers or something. Wow. Or
Yeah.
they turned it off.
They
Dang.
must have turned it off. Yeah. All right.
All
I'll do it.
right. Well, we tried. I don't know. You either
That's
find
it.
someone else, but we tried. We try to do our good deed for the day.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
we'll do it
send
another
5 people
time.
to someone.
We'll do
Yeah.
it another time. Awesome. All right. We're signing off. Take care, guys.
All right. Take care.